So for the Tim Harkins lecture, the Mr. Harkins did talk about what would help us get into the sports field, because there are a lot of people that wants to get in a sports field. So one thing that he talked about was the internship. When it comes to internship, it gives a person the experience of a fast-paced environment, exposure to real life experiences of how to deal with certain PR related aspects. Having that experience, he talked about how in with their internship they were able to deal with the national media and stuff like that, and they did deal with crisis management and real life situations that any student who does an internship with it within the sports field can actually learn for their resume and build that resume and the work environment of what does media or public relations do, and having that real life experience actually would help somebody get into the career field. um, in terms of doing an internship with athletics, I think it gives a person a good start to actually be able to have that knowledge and background when it comes to looking for a career in that field. So internship is the one that actually opens the doors for opportunities for students that would want to go into the sports field. I think it creates an advantage also when it comes to building the network that a person would need when it comes to having those connections that you need to give you recommendations and to say, oh yeah, she worked for me, and this person would be a good hire if you say so. And then any internship helps in building the path for that career that you want to get into, and it allows you to gain that valuable experience so that you can actually make yourself stand out and finding the job. So I think that's one thing that Mr. Mr. Harkins talked about. So I think this is very important that somebody needs to do an internship and actually work in that career field so they can get into the sports field. And I know that, like I've mentioned in the other video, that the sports field is a hard field to get into. There's so many aspiring candidates that want to get in that career field. So building that connection, that background, that real life experience through internships is actually just gonna propel a person forward when it comes to getting into the sports field.